Down there, Eva. The first card. Stacy, your first card is the 3 of clubs. Is that next card on the top row higher or lower? Just type it in. Higher. Is it higher? Yes, it is. Okay. Is that next card up there higher or lower? Or do you want to freeze? She says it's higher. Is it higher than a 9? No, it is not. So we go back to the beginning, and we're going to let player number 2 take a shot at this. Dorothy from Virginia. Dorothy, we're going to turn your first card over, and you've got a 7 of clubs. 7 of clubs. I mean, 7 of spades. I'm sorry. Dyslexia is a very terrible disease. Okay, it says it's higher. And you're right. Way to go, Dorothy. It's a 9 of clubs. All right, is that next card higher or lower or freeze? Up to you. Lower. And you're right, Dorothy. All right. Dorothy, when you're not there in the land of Oz, you're playing this game of AceyDucey. What's the next card going to be? Higher, she says. Higher than 6? Oh, I'm sorry. It's lower. Gotta give it to the Tin Man. All the way back. And Stacy from Maryland, it's your up. Stacy, you got a 3 of clubs up there. Do you want to swap that card out or go higher or lower to the next one? What would you like to do, Stacy? She says higher. Let's see if it is. Yes, it is. It's a 5 of diamonds. Is that next card higher, lower, or freeze? Up to you. Higher. Higher than a 5? No, it is not. So we go back to the 3, and it's Dorothy from Virginia's turn. Dorothy, would you like to swap that 7 of spades out for another card? Or want to go continue on higher or lower? Dorothy, swap it or go higher or lower? Higher than a 7, she says. And she be wrong. Oh! Back up to our first player, Stacy from Maryland, where the tomatoes are delicious. Okay, Stacy, you want to swap that 3 out or do you want to go higher or lower? She says higher than a 3. And she be correct! Way to go, Stacy! The next card there is either higher or lower, or you can freeze. What would you like to do? Lower than a jack. And you're right! 6 of diamonds. All right, we're moving along. Is that next card higher or lower, or do you want to freeze at that 6? She says it's higher than a 6. Let's hope you're right. And you are! You've got a queen of spades there. Okay, do you want to go higher or lower, or you want to freeze? Now, if you freeze, that means you only go right back to there. So that queen, if you go ahead to the next one, you may lose and go all the way back to the beginning again. So it's up to you. Sometimes it's pretty strategic to freeze somewhere about the middle there. She's going to freeze at the queen of spades. That was a good call. And we're going back to our player number 2, Dorothy from Virginia. Dorothy. All right, you got a 7 of spades. You want to swap it out? She certainly does. And we're going to give her an 8 of spades. Not much choice difference there, but we're going to go ahead and say, what is that next card going to be, Dorothy? Higher or lower than an 8? She thinks it's lower. And it is not. It's higher. So we're going back to player number 1, Stacy from Maryland. Hi, Stacy. Well, the crabs are delicious. On there in the Chesapeake Bay area. Okay. You're there at the Queen of Spades. The Queen of Spades. You want to go swap that card out, or do you want to go higher or lower? She says it's lower than a queen. And she